Hello ladies and gentle ladies, welcome back to another stream. As usual, going to be doing some more Industria again today, so I think we're just going to get straight into it and not f about too much. That, and then we'll get... Okay, so let's go through some things. So do that real quick so we can get a bit of a better view of everything. So I've been rewriting the entire pipe system, which if you're in the Discord, link down below by the way, you will already know about. So yeah, I basically rewrote the entire system. It now relies on pipe networks, and that's kind of all hashed and stuff, which is much better. Now there are some problems with it since I kind of only just wrote it, so it's not perfect. So one of the first problems is that if we have a battery here, you'll see this battery is being filled up by this wind turbine here. However, it's not actually... You'll see here, there's two things going on here that's an issue really. This cable is full, and it will only actually put energy in here when this cable is full. And the other thing is that when it's outputting from, say, a battery, this output cable is only going to have a maximum of 10k, because 10k is the output rate. So, you know, it would never fill it up to anything higher than that, because otherwise if it was higher than that, then it would just try and put it in the battery. So that's another issue I need to somehow solve. I don't honestly know how I'm going to solve that one. And then the final issue that I've found thus far is that when I put energy into the fluid pump here, it just doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't work. So I need to figure that out too. So yeah, a few issues that we have to solve here. I genuinely have no idea why it's not putting anything into this fluid pump. So that's kind of the first thing we're going to try and figure out today. And then we'll go on from there. So yeah, it's going to be looking at a lot of the same code that we looked at last time, to be honest. So I mean, we can look here, we can see. So I've already kind of gone through this, and I found that this fluid pump isn't even in the list of connected blocks for whatever reason. So that's kind of going to be the first thing to figure out. Hello 7410, welcome to the stream. So, I mean, I would go through this code, but there's quite a lot to go through. It's pretty simple though, really. So, you know, you place a pipe, it calls this onPlace pipe function. It just goes through all the kind of directions around that pipe. It gets the position. If it finds a pipe that's next to this pipe, then it gets the ID of that pipe network from like the map that it has. If it finds a network, then it grabs the network and it adds it to a list of adjacent networks. If it's not a pipe, then it checks. Yeah, I don't need. I actually don't need this, do I? Is this? There's no point in having that because that would always be true. Is that right? Because yeah, we're saying basically if this is false, what is going on here? The music has stopped already. Yeah, so I don't need this, do I? Not that that will make a difference here. So yeah, then it will say basically if there's a storage there, then it adds it to the list of adjacent blocks. So I think this here is going to be the issue, but we'll go through that in a second. This might need to be direction.getOpposite, so that shouldn't really matter. We'll see. No, that actually might matter. Yeah, we'll see then. Then we try and determine basically which network to use. So it will first create the network if there's no adjacent networks. If there is an adjacent network, then it will find the first one, and then it will go through each of the other adjacent networks, and it will basically try and merge them just by merging them. I mean, it goes through each and it just merges them. There isn't much to say here. Yeah, and then after it's done that, it just adds the pipes and the connected blocks to their respective lists and maps. So that's pretty much it. So there isn't a huge amount here. The most complicated thing really is the splitting, I believe, which is where flood fill comes in. Is that in splitting, I believe? Yes, that is in splitting. So that's where flood fill does its thing. But that's just a fairly basic algorithm, if you're familiar with it. So yeah, this is how the pipes work. It's really reasonably simple. Each pipe network will have its own implementation. So you have, for example, a fluid pipe network, a cable network, you have a slurry pipe network, and you have a heat pipe network. So I do actually have all of those, as you can see here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, it just uses transfer type. So that's what I wrote last time. And yeah, obviously saves to MBTs. So for the most part, it should work. I have a feeling that I did just actually find the issue just by explaining it. So it turns out you guys are my rubber ducky today. Because I think if I can find it again, I think it might be this right here. I have a feeling that it's basically not getting the right direction. So we can actually have a look here. So if we go into the game real quick and have a look at what block this is. So this is 1755 -14. So if I yeet that pipe there, and then do that. So we should see that first of all we're on east, so that's, yeah, this isn't going to actually be correct, is it? I think this needs to look in the opposite direction. Since, so say for example we have a hopper, even though the hopper would be like below the block, storage is facing upwards. So even though we're in a direction of down, the storage is in direction up. So this actually needs to get the opposite. That might actually fix it. Hello Agent Cryo, welcome to the stream. I saw you were here early again. I don't know when you were here early, but I did see your message earlier. I don't know how you always manage to get here before everyone else, but here we are. So let's see if that actually works. It does not. Did I hot swap? I'm honestly not sure. I kind of forgot. I did. Interesting. Let's do this, and let's do this. So 1755 negative 14. The direction is down, so that will get direction opposite, which is up. That should be fine, I believe. So if we step over, we'll just follow it through. So we find an adjacent network. So what it should do is it should get that network from the adjacent networks, which there'll only be one network, and then it'll add the pipe, and it should also add the adjacent block. So if we see that the network here, hello Lone Wolf, welcome to the stream. We are not playing that game, Lone Wolf. What's it called? Yeah, you're not gaming the game you're on about. I've completely forgot what it's called, but we are not playing that game. Yes, that's the one. Lime wants me to get it, but I said no. Okay, so the network has the connected blocks. I might get it. We'll see. I don't know. And that should add then the adjacent blocks like that. So then the network now have two connected blocks. It does have two connected blocks. Okay. That should be fine, I think. So interesting. It's doing it again. Interesting. I think that's fine. I don't think that's an issue. Oh, you know what it's probably doing? Actually, it's probably doing it client and server side. That shouldn't really be an issue though. I think that should be fine. I should probably stop it from doing it client side, but it also doesn't really matter if it does it client side. So then the issue is obviously with here. Also, hello Wide, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I said hello. I forgot. So it goes through each of the connected blocks. Shall we see what the connected pos is here? Connected pos, so we got 56, so we need one at 55. We'll just keep going until it reaches one at 55. What is it? 1755 negative something? Huh. There it is. Okay, so connected pause is 1755 negative 14. So that is this block right here. You can't see where my mouse is. That is... You still can't see where my mouse is. Okay, that is the fluid pump. Anyways, so we'll go through each direction. So first we'll start with down. And we try and get the pipe pause. So basically we're going to try and get the cable that's above it. So that should see that it's not going to be this one, but it is going to be this one. So let's step into here. So the primary block entity is primary pause. Let me have a look what primary pause is. So primary pause is the pipe, which makes sense. So start from the pipe. We can actually see that here as well, because the state will be, yeah, the state is the cable. And then we will grab the storage. If we just look at primary storage, this is the actual cable network. It does say it has an amount of 0. I don't think that's actually true. So that's very interesting. I don't know why it would say that. I'll have a look at that in a second. And then we'll get the secondary state, which should be the fluid pump. Secondary block entity will be the fluid pump. And then the secondary storage is incorrect. So what has this done then? Fluid pump facing north. So it's saying that there isn't one at side dot get opposite because side is up. So actually calling get opposite here would be incorrect. I believe. I mean, this should actually really do side dot get opposite here. I think. I'm not sure. Music is also too loud, isn't it? When you said you can't see where my mouse is, I thought of a new idea of streaming, but multiple monitors. And if you have multiple monitors, I can stream monitors to your monitors. Why though? I feel like that's kind of useless. Also, that would destroy your internet and your GPU. Like, because you're basically streaming twice. I don't think that's a good idea. Also kind of pointless, to be honest. Like, if you're streaming, you're usually having one monitor for the stream. So you wouldn't stream that monitor. And then I have the other monitor for music, so that's not very interesting either. Anyways, I'm a little bit confused. So I need to be careful here because this method is also used for the multi-block IO ports. So I need to be careful not to break it on that. So I'm actually going to have a look. When this is used here, this side. This is the side of the port. So look up the primary storage, which in this case is going to be the controller. Yeah, so this should really be side dot get opposite, and then I think here I should probably actually call get opposite there, which is a bit weird, but I think that should get it in a okay state. So I think if we just hit run and let it go through again, In fact, we might even be able to press play. Should we try it and see if that's actually done anything? We'll probably have to place it and break it. That has not done anything. Okay. Interesting. Let's do this then. So we'll say this is equal transfer type dot energy and secondary block entity is instance of a fluid pump block entity. Okay. The pipes are kind of working. Yes, kind of. But it's complicated. Okay, so oh god. Okay, so that will get the downside here. So this is going to be down on the cable. So this should then be up on the fluid pump. In theory. I'm actually going to step into this. I can't step into this. Okay, let's just wait until it gets back to here then. See what it does. Okay, it's found the storage. Now, I think I actually know what the problem is then. So I think the problem actually is that the primary storage, which is the cable network, is saying it has an amount of 0. I'm not sure why that's the case. I might have to look into that in a second. Because I think what it's then going to try and do is going to get the value. The value is 0, so this is blank predicate. I think it's just going to fail. Yes, it did. Yeah, because it returns. So the issue is actually because the cable network is empty. Which is interesting because I right click it and it says it's not empty. So not sure what's going on there. Let me try destroy the network. It's possible that the entire network just needs invalidating. We'll try again. Or the other possibility is that merging just doesn't work properly. Nope, that's working. There you go. So then the fluid pipe, in theory, well, it should get fluid, but it doesn't. That's possibly, though, just because it doesn't have anything to put it into. So I'm kind of scared to put it into the mixer because I feel like I've probably broken the mixer. Let me just put it for now into. I really need like a fluid tank, but I don't have one yet. Yeah, there isn't really actually anything I can put it into other than the mixer. So I guess let's try and put it in the mixer. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Okay. In theory... yeah, so nothing happened. That's interesting. So I think what's happened here, possibly, is that this pipe is invalid. Nope. So for whatever reason, the fluid pump is just not exporting in this direction. Now, it is facing north, so there was an issue with the fluid pump not outputting in any direction that wasn't north, but I think that's not the case here. Though I can check, so quickly go entity fluid pump. I think this is actually might be an issue with the fluid pump. So you'll see here that the... so you actually, more importantly, see here that the fluid storage is not an output fluid storage, which it should be. And you'll also see, actually more importantly, that the direction is south. So this block is only going to work if it's facing south. So I think that means it needs to face this way. Okay. So now it is taking out fluid. I'll hot swap that though. It's not going to do anything. Okay. So we have fluid. Oh. Oh. I didn't expect that to just suddenly fill up like that. Okay. It's working, but it's like a little bit buggy. So that shouldn't really have worked, I don't think. Let's try this again. Because I don't think that was meant to happen. I'm actually going to put it here because that just means that if I do this... So yeah, you'll see that has 81,000. But you'll also see if I place another one... Oh! This time it's actually doing the right thing. Oh, because now it's probably using the output fluid instead of... Yeah, okay, that's fine. So this might actually work straight away then this time. Oh, I was hoping it wouldn't do that because I'm not confident that that's going to work if it tries to do that. So we won't do that for now. And also the input should probably only be in the center block anyways, so... But I think the voxel shape is wrong on these because sometimes I just cannot click it. It works! Look at that! That's pretty cool. So everything works. I mean... I can test slurries, but there's no reason why slurries shouldn't work. Because they're, like, identical to fluids. But I'll test them. If they don't work, I'll probably cry. So... Okay, so where do slurries go in? I think they go in the top. So I will say, I think there is actually a minor problem. Well, I say a minor problem, a pretty big problem with this entire thing. And I think that is if I put, for example... So you'll see there's energy in here. I think if I put a battery down here now, it just won't do anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because it's only... Yeah, so what it does is it only checks for the adjacent blocks when it's created. Which is fine. It's fine for pipes, but when you have a block that's not a pipe next to it, it doesn't work. I think that should be pretty simple to fix, though. I think I should just be able to basically, if a pipe has a neighbor update, it will check for adjacent blocks. I think that's all it needs to do. I'll do that in a second because I'm more curious if the slurry works or not. So we also need energy in here. I think the energy goes in the bottom. So I'll bring it over here. So the mixer is going to need to be completely redone, but I think I should just be able to... Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the voxel shapes here, because I literally cannot place on... I can't... There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's got energy now. In fact, giving that energy might have actually... Yeah, so giving that energy has actually made this battery get energy, because it invalidated the network. Or at least somewhat invalidated the network. I guess it's not quite working. I mean, if I did that, it will probably work. Interestingly, that didn't work. So, yeah, the problem here really is actually the batteries, not the cables. Because I think if I put like a crusher here, and then I invalidated this block. What? Okay, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to it. I'm more curious about if slurries will work, even though they should. So... slurries are actually a little bit weird, but we can make it work. So they're going to go in the top here. Okay, and then we're also going to put a clarifier over here. Okay. And we'll grab a fluid pipe. In fact, I'm going to move the clarifier 1 over just so we can make that work. Fluid pipe, I don't remember where that comes out. That comes out here, apparently. So, this is a multi-block, so this is actually not correct. It needs to be the other way around. Yeah, this also needs fixing, but that's kind of the same related issue, really. Yeah, so that's now fine, and then the inputs are on the front here. So if I just put a fluid pipe here and route it up, and it needs to come onto this. So in theory, this entire system should work. In theory. So if I put bauxite in here with sodium hydroxide, boom, boom. Okay, it's not receiving energy anymore, which is interesting. Okay, yeah, I probably something is definitely going on here, which I'm going to need to come back to. But this is outputting slurry, which should go into here, and I did forget to give this energy though, so I think energy's on the back here. Yeah, it is. Here we go. That hasn't worked. Great. Okay, interesting. I am definitely going to need to probably revalidate the network at some point, more frequently. Because I think even same with this one, I think it's just not... It's not correctly validated, is it? I'm pretty sure slurry is this one, is it not? Yeah, it is. I wonder why this one's not working, actually, because in theory, slurry should just be the exact same as fluids. So what I'll probably find is actually happening here is that I broke something when I changed the transfer type. So if I find transfer type. I reckon what's going on here is if I say this is equal transfer type dot slurry, we will probably find that one of the directions is wrong. So if we look at side here, the side is down. Okay, I'm not sure which one that is. Primary block end. Primary block entity is null. Interesting. What's the primary block entity? Actually, that doesn't make sense, does it? Or does that make sense? What's the state? The state is a slurry pipe. Okay. Right, so this is from a pipe to from a pipe to the block. So I actually want the other way around. I want when this is being called from the multi-block IO port. So west? West? What? What's the state? Pipe. How is there a west one? 1 second. There shouldn't be a west one. Because it's only down here and up here. There's no west one. Very suspicious. There definitely should not be a west one. Oh, no. This is fine, actually, because it's trying... It's checking to see if it can insert it in the west direction. I think that's what it's saying. So, that's fine, I think. So let's then get rid of that breakpoint. Let's put it down here. And let's check that this is equal slurry. And the secondary block entity is a... no, we actually want the primary block entity to be a multi-block IO block entity, I think. So here we go. So we've got a multi-block IO port. Primary is the mixer. The side is up. No. That's wrong. Is that wrong? God, I'm a little bit lost. Okay, so this is pushing. Let's figure out where this is pushing from. So this is pushing from the mixer, right? So, okay, let's do this. Okay. So we have our mixer. We have the slurry pipe coming out here. So it's in the port. Well, I don't know. The port is here. Or here. So it's pushing in, I believe the down direction. So what is it saying here? It's saying up. So I reckon doing side dot get opposite was not the correct thing to. That is still not working. Ooh. Oh, it's crashed. Has it crashed? Oh, it has. This was inevitable. There was inevitably going to be a crash. What was it? So, a concurrent issue. Oh. But it wasn't a null pointer, Basti. It was a concurrent modification exception. It's actually very interesting. I don't really know how that would happen in a single-threaded game. Oh, because I guess network tick might... No, network tick shouldn't actually modify it. Anyways, I mean, it's easy to fix, right? Yeah, I can just do a on concurrent. Is that the copy on write array set? What it's called? Or is there a copy on write? Concurrent hash set Java. Okay, I think... Ew. Ew, there are some very weird... There are some very weird things. Okay, apparently creating a concurrent set is not as easy as I thought it would be. So there is an accepted answer on this post, which is to use, and this is horrible, concurrent hash map dot new key set. Which apparently that works. So it's a set backed by a concurrent hash map, basically. I guess. Sure? I mean... Sure. I guess that works. That should fix it. I don't know why that's happening though, because when it ticks, it doesn't modify anything. Let me go through again. Where's the tick map? Can't find it. Network.tick. So it goes through each of the connected blocks, goes through each direction, exits the pipes, contains the position. If it does, it transfers it in. But this just does lookups and transactions. This doesn't actually modify anything. I don't really know why this would ever cause that. Although, actually, now that I think about it, ticking Okay, you know what could be the issue? The issue could simply be that this place pipe method is called client and server. So what it's probably worth doing is saying if world.isClient return. And same here. So if world.isClient return. Because it could also be the client faffing around, which is the client does that sometimes. Okay, a whole lot. Oh, pipe network not found. Oh, none of the pipe networks found. Interesting. So all of the pipe networks are now just gone. Right. I don't think I actually tested this. If the networks would stay or not. If I do this, is there still... If I do this, there is a network here, right? Let me do this. There's still a network here, so I don't really know what happened with these ones. Maybe it's because of me doing that. Like maybe changing it to this caused that to happen. Or maybe the fact that it threw a concurrent modification exception caused it to, like, wipe the map or something? Those are my only kind of, Or possibly it simply just didn't save because it crashed. That's possible. Good evening, Romeo. Welcome to the stream. Anyways, we're gonna have to redo all of these. Yeah, so that works again. I think it was just being... I reckon it probably either didn't save or it wiped the map. I think that's probably what happened. So if we do that... we need to redo these. Oh, we need to redo all of the cabling. Okay. What happens if I do this? Very weird things. Okay. Definitely something really weird with the voxel shape, I think, because the placement sometimes just does not work. I didn't want to do that because I need to redo these. Is this also invalid? It is. Let me clear this as well so we don't have to see that every 2 seconds. Is this still receiving energy? It is. That's good. So all of this should be energying again. This is still not doing anything, so we'll come back to that in a second. Let me just redo the fluid pipes. Go on. Yes, got it. Okay. So that's all of those. That's all of that. So this, ideally, yeah, that will fill up. That's filled up. Oh, error there. That's just the screen. No, that's fine. Do these need redoing? Yes, they do. Okay, so we'll do this. Come on. Yep, there's definitely something wrong with the placement. Okay, so that should do that as well. Okay. So that should be all of the networks recreated. Now, there's definitely something wrong with the slurry one because it's not got any slurry. Which suggests to me... Oh, what? What just happened there? What is that about? Rejecting item? We'll come back to that. I think I actually know why that's happening, but that's not really an issue. Yeah, so whatever reason, that's just not exporting, is it? So what transfer type is it trying to do? Let's have a look. So transfer type, so that's energy, so we're gonna skip that one. We don't care. Energy again, don't care, don't care, don't care. Slurry storage, okay. You could use we'll come back to that to-do list. Yeah, probably. I mean, I do have all the to-dos in here. There's only 25 though, which isn't that bad. So okay. So what is come back. What side is it trying to do? Go down. That's fine. So it will then try and get the block entity from the primary pos, which should be the multi-block IO block end. I don't think that's correct. Wait, no, that might be fine, actually. That might be okay. We'll get the state, so the state is a multi-block IO. We'll get the storage is null. Interesting. That's wrong. So it shouldn't do that. It shouldn't get it from there. I think... Oh. Interesting. Let me go back into here again, actually. And I'm going to say, just do this classic transfer type is equal transfer type dot slurry. And I'm just going to press play again. So this dot side is down. But I'm wondering, when it gets to this lookup line, that means it's looking in direction to up, which isn't correct. Right? I think this is wrong. Yeah, that's obviously going to break it, but let's just disable it. And let's disable this. Interesting. Let's try again. Let's put this here. So primary multi-block is a multi-block IO. And this is slurry. So Secondary storage. Yeah, so this isn't right, is it? I need to look at, I think, whatever I had this as before. Because whatever it was before did work. So I used to pass in the block entity, which was the controller. So that was pause and then controller. So we get the block entity, but we get the block entity from the primary pause. I think what I had before is I got it from the secondary pause. So I think what I actually need to do here is I need to do it the other way around. I think I need to flip these. I think it needs to be like that. Let's try that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So now this breakpoint is not even getting hit. This might now need to be get opposite again. No. Why not? This is equal slurry. Let's see again. So the primary pause should be the controller. Primary block entity, yeah, you can see that's the controller. The state is the controller. That's fine. So the side is down, so it's going to look in the opposite. That's definitely not correct. So let's get rid of that completely. The primary storage though is still non-existent. So it looks in the primary block entity, so it looks in the mixer for something for the down. So if I go into lookup, let me go into lookup. Hello, what? No, don't do that. Lookup. In there. I can't look in here. I always forget that I can't look in here. I kind of hate that Fabric does not let you do that. Okay, so it's basically saying the mixer doesn't have anything in the down direction. That's what it's saying. Is that true? Because it should do. So we have fluid storage, slurry storage in the down direction. This.wrap slurry storage. Let's have a look at the provider. Get storage inside. Down. That should be fine. Let me look at this. So if it's down, then it adds slurry. But that's fine. So why is that not working then? I'm a little bit confused. So the primary pause is definitely the mixer position, right? And this is definitely a slurry, right? Not like a... Yep, it is. Interesting. The side is down. Is it not like hot swapped? Maybe? That's kind of the only thing I can come up with of why this wouldn't be working. Oh, there you go. Now it works. So I mustn't have hot swapped then. Okay. So the secondary block entity is the IO. But this isn't correct, is it? Because the secondary position... Shouldn't that be... Yeah, I was going to say, that should be offset. The secondary position should be offset in the direction. So when I do secondary pos here, I actually need to change it here to pos.offset in this.side. I don't think that actually... Let's do that, and then let's also do that. Let's see if that does anything. Oh? Oh? There you go. We might be onto something. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So... That outputted lava, for sure. Yep. Got lava and water in here. Nice. So that seems to be working. This has water in it. It's still giving this water. We're not having any problems there. If I... Yeah, so that still has that. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. Anyways. I actually have no idea what just... What is the... the hell? What is... What? I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll come back to that at some point. The thing is, I forget all the things I say I'm gonna come back to. So it's kind of useless me saying that I'm gonna come back to them. Let's just see, does this output lava still? It does, which gets put in here, which instantly processes into... We ignore that lava turns into water and cobblestone. Just ignore that. So, I mean, that works. The only thing then is just validation, right? So if I do this, it should fill up with energy. I think that's really simple, though. That could be famous last words. But I think if I go into pipe block here, and if I say on neighbor update, so if block state yes, we actually do want this. So if block state is not state, then we need to update the network. So we need to grab the network and we need to update at the world and the pos. So we'll say we'll create this method, and basically no, not quite. Or is it? Is pos the neighbor pos, or is that the current pos? I'm guessing that's... I don't know, actually. Is it pos the neighbor pos or the current pos? I'm guessing it's the current pos. So how do you get the neighbor pos? Unless there's another method you're meant to use for that. There does not seem to be another method you're meant to use for that. Neighbor update. Called when a neighboring update is updated. This method should be over. Replace the state of the block itself. Override get state for neighbor update. Method is called. Okay. That doesn't really help me, does it? To be honest. I should also probably be using get state for neighbor update. I think I actually should, rather than this. That method does not exist? Wait, what? I could have sworn that method was literally right there. Get state for neighbor update. I must already have it. That's the only reason it wouldn't be here. Oh yes, it's literally right here. So I think I need to do that here then. So I need to say, oh, that's possibly a problem. Actually, what does calculate state do with the position? Pause. So get to connect site world. Pause. I mean, what I could do actually is I could just say, I think there's an easier way to do this, isn't there? If I just keep, where is it? I'm lost. If I keep this, right? So basically, if the block has changed, block state pause to block state. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if the state has changed, then we're going to get the network. We're going to update the network at that position, and then what that will do is that will go through direction.values.for, and it will say if pipes contains no. What the fuck? No, definitely not that. So I basically need to check if it can connect to that. I don't think I should. What if I do actually, what if I do this .network manager .place pipe? There's already a pipe there, but what if it places a pipe, it will call on place pipe. Which will effectively do what I want it to do. It's gonna, I mean, it's gonna recreate the entire network though. Or it will merge. Well, actually, it won't recreate the entire network. It will just merge that and its adjacent blocks onto them. The Git network actually doesn't use the world. You see somewhere. Yeah, Git network doesn't actually use the world. And network.update does use the world because well, it uses it for many things, but mostly for the lookups, which do take in a world, and there isn't really a way around that, I don't think, because if this, yeah, this takes in a world here, so there's no way around using that. You have to pass in a world. Can't pass in a world view. It is what it is. But I think this will work. This should, in theory, grab all the surrounding blocks and do the validation stuff. So if I can't hot swap that, can I? I probably can, actually. Because I didn't add that method in the end anyways, did I? So if I do this, look at that. Boom. Look how nice and simple that was. But I think that's pretty much everything working. I mean, it's not perfect, don't get me wrong. There are obviously bugs. It's not really a bug, but the main issue really is with the batteries here. I don't know how to fix it, to be honest. I really don't. Maybe just checking. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I actually don't know. I think basically the batteries will need to have some kind of custom distribution logic that stops them from yeah, I don't know. See, this is where it would kind of benefit from having a mix of a push and a pull system, because with it being a fully pull system, with it being a fully push system, the battery has to push into the cable, which shouldn't really happen. The cable should really just pull from the battery, but it can't because it's a push-based system. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the entire problem here. And you can see exactly what's going on here. If you look at, you can see that this one's full. This one is stuck at 10,000 because the maximum transfer rate is 10,000. And I doubt all of these are using 10,000 a tick. No, they're not. They're far from it. But yeah. But okay, I'm not going to try and fix that right now because I don't know how to fix it. I literally have 0 ideas, so we'll do that some other time. Instead, I want to just check that the networks save when I leave and don't invalidate themselves again. So I'm just going to quit the game and we'll start it back up. And we're just going to check that all those networks are still there. They should be. There's no reason why they shouldn't be, because it does save to the world file. In fact, you can probably even find the DAT file. If I go into here, go saves, dim1. Yep, here you go. Industria pipe networks. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't save correctly. Because there is not There is no positions in here. Oh, unless it's this. I don't actually know what the difference is. I mean, this actually probably is the correct one, but there's still no positions in it. So actually, you know, it probably doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Let's fix that. Because that's very important. Because I think I just didn't save the positions. I think maybe I just completely forgot to do that part. So where's that going to be? That's going to be in here. And then we need to go into write MBT. So it just does network.write_MBT, which if we go into the implementations, it's going to be here. So cable network, yeah, all it does is puts the amount. It shouldn't do that. It should do more than that. So if I go into the how do we want to do this? Let's go to the super method. Or let's just implement the super method actually. So if I go into here and I will do also this method can go because that's not isn't used, right? Yeah. So if I just go write MBT, then we just need to write them. So I will actually put this up here because then probably Pilot can figure it out. So put UUID. I don't think it needs to write the transfer type. I don't think. No, it shouldn't need to do that because yeah, that's not an issue. What it needs to do, more importantly, is it needs to write the pipes and the connected block. So it needs to say MBT list pipes, and then for each pipe, and it will put the okay. And then it'll put the pipes, and then we need to do the same thing for the connected blocks. And I think everything else is fine. Yeah, put UUID, that's in. Okay, then all I need to do in here is I need to say super.write_MBT registry lookup, and I'm going to say MBT.put network data. It's a bit weird, but it's fine. And I'll say here super.read_MBT. What? Why? What's wrong with that? Oh, because I'm an idiot and I didn't implement. Oh my god. I did write MBT and just completely forgot to do MBT. Sure, I'll make it not final. That's not ideal, but It's fine. But now I just need to make sure I do that in all of the implementations, not just the cable. So put it in here, put it in here, and put it in here. And then I'm also going to grab this and put it in here, here, here. That should be fine. Yeah, from MBT that could work, but then it would have to be static. So that kind of just makes it a pain to do. So I can't really do that. So okay. I do need to, now that I think about it actually, this writes all the networks like this, and that will work, but I do also need to save these maps here. So I need to save this, this set and this map. But I think the set is fine, yeah, because that's read like this. But the so let's have a manager is equal to MBT compound, and then say manager to put networks, and then we'll also have a, we need a pipe to network ID. How do you write a map into MBT? I forgot. There's a way that you're meant to do it. I don't know if there's a, how do you do it? I think you're just meant to have a like a list of objects, I think. Because I can't have the keys. Because what are the keys? The keys are block position. So the keys can't, I mean, they could be a string, but it's like, so that's stupid. So we'll have an MBT list, which is the not the pipes, it's the pipe to network. And then we'll go through each of the entries, we'll create a compound, we'll put the position. I don't think this is how you're meant to write a position. I think there is MBT helper dot to block pos. I don't actually know what that does though. Does that do anything special? Well, that does it as an int array, but I'm doing it as a long. Is it fine to do it as a long? I think so. I think it's probably fine. Manager.put pipe to network. There you go. And then read MBT just needs to be the same. So I should really do networks.clear. Yeah. That's fine. And then MBT.get compound networks. Is that fine? Because that will return the manager. And then that'll basically be saying here manager.get compound networks, which should get me, yeah, this. So that should be fine. Then I just need this. So what is this? It's a compound pipe. And then for I, it will get the compound, it will get the pos, it will get the UUID, and then it will put that in the I think that should all be fine. Let's check that this builds, because I'm not sure if I've done everything correct. Now, where is right MBT? Ooh. Yeah, so that's called here in the persistent data. Okay, that's fine. I could use a codec. Yes, you're correct. And to be honest, that would probably be better. But for now, I just kind of want to get it working. Maybe in the future, I'll look into using codecs. But for now, I just want to get something that friggin' works. So we'll do that. And then, yeah. Maybe someone can PR making it into a codec if you really want. But I'm not too bothered about it. So if I do it, it will be like a last on the list kind of thing. So yeah, these are now all invalid. I don't really want to place them all back down though. Can I... Is there a way to just like bulk replace them all? Like, is there a command I can use to do that? Because I don't really want to have to do this for all of them. It's going to take so much effort. Like, if I do like, yeah, I mean, you'll see that this isn't kind of working anymore. Yeah, but will that work with like states? Like, will this still be in the connected state? I'll just place them all back. To be honest, I should probably make it so that when I right click it and it says this error message or warn message, what it should probably do is it should actually just try and traverse the network and recreate it, shouldn't it? That's what it probably should do. Is that hard to do? I mean, that's what it should really do anyways, so I think I might just go ahead and do that. Yeah, so basically what I need to do is write here, when it fails to find the network, it needs to say this.networkmanager dot what should I call the method? Like, well, I would say place pipe, but the thing with place pipe is it doesn't actually, like, it won't traverse the network. It will just check for adjacent networks, which there won't be any. So in theory, I could use place pipe and then just right click them all, and that would work. But I think it's better if I just have a method that tries to actually traverse the entire thing. Although then what does it do if it actually encounters a network? Well, yeah, I guess it has to like merge, right? Back network. I mean, that kind of makes sense, I think. Well, not really, because it doesn't check the network, it creates a network. I think I'm just going to call it traverse find network or something, or traverse create network. Kind of a weird name, but I think it makes sense to call it that. So let's think. Oh, is this? No, this doesn't actually do anything. So it will need to take in a list, right? So this is actually not gonna, well, not a list. It will need to be a set. So it will need to have a private void traverse create network world block pause set of block pause visited visited, and then this will just call traverse create network world pause a new hash set. That's done. So visited contains the pause, then it returns visited to add pause. If it's not a pipe, then it returns. Then it calls on place pipe. I mean, yes. I prefer it didn't. Well, no, I guess that is fine, actually, isn't it? Because on-place pipe will just... It will create a network. I'm not going to write it myself if Copilot can write it for me. Wow, bro. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine. I'll write DFS. It's gonna make you happy, bestie. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to check if it's a pipe, right? If it's not a pipe, then we don't care. So if it's not a pipe of world pause, or if it already exists, actually. So, or if the pipe to network ID contains key pause, right? So if it's not a pipe, or if it already exists, because if it already exists, we don't need to try and create the network because it's already found the network. That's not a problem. So we'll just return. Then it creates a network. Is that? No. Let's actually disable Copilot then. Fine. Because it's not really doing what we want it to do. So... So we have the visited set here, but what we really need is actually the connected pipe, right? We need to know what pipes are connected to this pipe. So we'll create another set, which will be block pause, which will be the connected pipe. It's weird calling them pipes because, like, technically they could also be cables, but cables are pipes in this case. So, you know, so that's a new hash set, anyways. And then this is where we actually do. In fact, that's a good point. Let's do that in here. Right, and then this will then call traverse create network world pause, and it will pass in the connected pipes because we're going to do stuff afterward. Right. So this actually needs to do the exact same thing here, which is a bit weird, but here we are. But not quite the same because instead we just have visited contain pause. So if it's not a pipe or it's already visited it, then we return. We can actually do visited.add, right? Returns true if the set did not already contain the element. So that's true if it added it, basically. So I think we can do that, right? I think so. And then we just have to do the same thing, basically, for each of the directions. So for direction in direction, we get the block pause. Offset is equal pause.offset direction, and then yeah, we just call the method again, right? Am I right, or am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. And I need to obviously do the thing here, so I need to then create the network. So I need to say pipe network of S network is equal this dot network supplier dot apply uuid dot random uuid. Then I add the pipe, so I say network dot get pipes dot add all. Connected pipes, and then I can call my update connected blocks function, and then I just put them in the map, right? So I do not this, I need to do that. So for each connected pipe I do this dot pipe to network ID dot put connected pipe, and then the network, so network dot ID, which actually probably should be get ID, but it doesn't really matter. And then I just say this dot networks dot add network. I think that's it. Like I don't think there's anything complicated in it. Unless I am missing something, which, to be fair, is somewhat probable, right? See, this is way better code. Yeah, I don't actually remember what the code was for. So I don't know if it's better code or not. But yeah, I mean, I understand what this does off the bat, rather than obviously when Copilot writes it, when I don't. But this should work. Should Should we try it? Let's try it. And hopefully the saving will work too. That's the hope. And if this works, we can maybe do some math. Which I'm sure Basti will love. Because we do need to do some, unfortunately. I don't really want to do it, but we need to do it. Oh. Hope you guys are ready for some volume calculations. If this works, of course, which it might not. So these ones. Has it worked? I guess it's actually kind of hard to know because it might just be creating a network at this pause and then not doing any of the rest. I guess I can know by whether this is receiving energy, which it's not. So therefore, presumably it's not working. But I think that's just because like this one has energy here, but it's not passing down. Yeah, it's obviously not connecting them, right? Because you can even see here actually. So it's out of 30,000, so that means it's only going to be 3 cables because it's 10,000 per cable. So somewhere here this isn't working. It adds all of the connected pipes. If it's not a pipe or visited.add pause, I don't trust this, to be honest. Visited contains. I don't trust that that's doing what it should be doing. I'm just going to do that. And I mean, Copilot isn't telling me that, like, no, not Copilot. IntelliJ isn't telling me that I can just combine them, which I would assume it would, maybe. So I'll trust that this will work instead. So it goes through each direction. It gets the block pause. And it tries to then traverse with those. Which will come back into here. Not a pipe. Or it's already been visited. It returns. Okay. What does is pipe do again? What to get block state don't get block is instance of a pipe. And the pipe transfer type is equal this transfer type. Okay. That should be fine too. I don't know then. So if it's not a pipe at that pause, or the pipe to network ID already contains that position, then it gets a set of block pause. So it creates a new set. It traverses the network, which will put all of the pipes into that set. Then it creates a new network. It gets all the pipes, it adds them. And then it updates the connected block. Puts the pipe, so puts each pipe in the connected pipes to that network ID, and then adds the network. I don't see an issue with it. You want me to breakpoint it? Let me try something first. There you go, it works. It works. The issue was that it was what I thought it was. It was this. Being add here. Because that works now. Yeah. Instantly you see that's gone straight to 972. Yep, there you go. I right click that and it starts running. Right click that and it fills up with water. Nice, that's pretty cool. So now I guess the big question, right, is will it save? Oh, I should also do that, I think. Yeah, that'll connect that one up. Okay, so the best way to test this is knowing that this has 10k. So if I just save and quit, go back in. Oh, in fact, we can even just view the DAP file, right? So I can just go into saves, data, fluid pockets. Not fluid pockets, pipe networks. It seems to have worked. I mean, there's a lot of data in here, but yeah, so you can see you've got the network ID here, which has an amount, and then we've got the network data, so it has the connected blocks in that network. Then it has the ID, so this is the UUID, and then it has each of the positions of each pipe in that network. And then it also stores the actual storage data in here as well. So you got the variant. Oh, what the fuck? Why is the variant storing the network data? What? We've also got the pipe to network, that's fine. But why is the variant storing the network data? That's really weird. And definitely not meant to happen. Let's have a look. Actually, let's go into the world first. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. It did not work. I reckon it's because of whatever the hell's going on here. I don't know what the hell is going on here. But there is clearly something going on here. So let's figure out why. So let's come into here and we're going to go into pipe network. And somewhere I probably just put the MBT in wrong. So probably you'll find that in the actual implementations. So if I go into pipe, import, and go into fluid pipe. Yeah, so it calls write MBT. Read MBT. I think it should probably do like MBT. Write MBT, but does that? No. Okay. So I should probably have a bar storage equaling new MBT compound and then write that there. and then say MBT. I'm turning Copilot back on. MBT.put storage, and then that means that when I go ahead and try and read it here, I can do MBT.get compound storage. And if I do the same for this, so I say that one's fine because that's not really a problem. But heat pipe, yeah, that one's fine too. This one can just be a storage. Hello Wide, welcome back. I have done, well, we've got it almost working, yes. It is very close to working. Hopefully this will be the final thing that actually gets it working. So I will just hot swap these, hot swap, and I don't know if I need to hot swap this, maybe. In fact, I'll just do a build because I don't really trust hot swapping anymore. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to recreate these networks. Okay, like that. And I forgot if I already did that one. I'll create this one too. Why not? Who cares? So that's created those. That's created that. That's got that. Okay. Let's save and quit. At the game. I'm going to look at the DAT file again. And we're just going to see what it's done. So, is network merging already implemented? Yes, it is. Still doing it. Look at this. Got variant and then network data. I might need to delete this. Like, just delete the DAT file and then... Because maybe it's like not actually overwriting the file. Maybe it's appending to the file or something. That's the only thing I can think. Okay, let's see. So we'll load back in, we'll recreate all the networks, then we'll try and save again. Okay. Now, I shouldn't need to actually completely close the game. Check that this is created. Yes, I have. I should just be able to leave the world. And that should create the networks. So, if we look here, so this is the slurry one. So we've got the storage here. Pipe to network. Then we've got fluid. Storage. Yeah, this seems to be better. This seems to be less jank. I think it had a bunch more stuff in it that shouldn't have been in there. If I now have a look at this, damn it! I was so sure that would work. Oh. I don't really understand why that's not working though. I mean, it's obviously... No, let me move this back over here. Okay. How can I debug this? Well, what I could do is I could plonk a breakpoint in here. So if I just do like this, maybe. So then I can actually see the data that's in it. So I can grab, for example, well, there you go. It's not network, size 0. It's not pipe to network ID, size 0. How weird. Oh, actually, I should probably check what this is, because if this is a heat pipe, then it's not going to do anything. If it's a heat pipe, then there's not going to be any networks. Oh, I should probably check that, actually. Okay, it's energy, so that should work. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Okay. So... when it reads the network... yeah. I'm wondering if it's even calling read MBT, you know? Maybe it's not even calling read MBT. Should we have a look? That would be quite funny. Not calling, if it's not calling read MBT. It is. What is the MBT? So it clears the networks, grabs the networks. It gets the UID. It creates a new network. And then it calls network.readMBT. And then it gets the network data. So the network data... oh, this just needs to be... by DRG, it's 824. What is DRG? I don't know what DRG is, wide. Oh, Deep Rock Galactic. 824? Maybe. I'll consider it. I will consider it. Tempting. Okay, so it's doing compound log at MBT, get compound network data. Let me just look at the MBT again. Where are we? Yeah, so let's come out of here. I want to look at the MBT in here. I can see that networks is here. So we have a network. We go to the entries. We're in here. We have a value which has 2 entries, which has the network data. In the network data... okay, that's what I thought. So what's going on is here I'm doing mbt.getCompound network data. But I shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, so network data and amount. Or no. That's fine, actually. The issue is read MBT, networks.getCompound key. The networks.getCompound at the UID, which is this. So read MBT is here. Wait, I'm confused. I'm a little bit confused. I could have sworn it said that I was trying to go into network data twice. But maybe I imagined that. Because it's calling super.readMBT, passing in mbt.getCompound network data. ReadMBT is called in here, right? So it's getting the networks. then it's going through each key in the network. So that's a UID mapped to an amount and a network data. So we get the UID from the key, we create a new network, and then we read MBT passing in that compound, so which is the amount and the network data. That should be fine. I'm a little bit confused then. Let me step over and I'll just go into the next one. So we have the ID, we create the network. Let's step into read MBT. Right. So then we go into the super. We clear the pipes, clear the connected blocks, set the ID, and then we do mbt.getList pipes. mbt.getList. So mbt has 3 entries. Pipes is one of them, which has 3 positions. So that should come out with 3 positions. So this dot pipe should now have a size of 3, which it does. And connected blocks should come out with a size of 2. So let's go through connected blocks and check. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Actually, I can still see it here, can't I? Yeah, size of 2. Okay, and then it sets the amount as well. So the amount should now be set to 30,000, which is correct. And then it does this not networks to add network. So it does that. And now the networks, there's now 2 networks. Wait, this dot network. Here we go. Okay. So then it should go into the piped network. It gets the piped network, which has 29 entries. And it should put that in there. So piped network has a size of 1. If I keep doing this, it should go all the way to the next one. I mean, that's fine, no? If I run it again, the MBT still not empty. Oh, look at this. Here, the NBT is empty. There's no networks and there's no pipe to network. But is this heat? This might be heat. Digital transfer type. So this is heat. So that should be fine. That shouldn't be an issue. So then it'll also do slurry, which should be fine. I'm gonna. Sure, I'll step over. And that's gonna take a while, actually. Probably shouldn't have done this. Oh well, we're doing it now. There's only 12 of them. Okay, so we get back to here. Let me just have a look at this then. So the state is a world pipe networks, but that's not really an issue. So the issue I'm more concerned about is whether or what these are set to. So can I actually view these or not? I don't think so. What if I evaluate pipe network manager dot energy dot networks dot size? There's 2 networks. Okay. Okay. So if I press play, so it's running again. What might be more useful is if I breakpointed this method. But sure. So it will clear the networks and then it should just go through again. Oh no, look at this. MBT. So it's got an ID, but it's mapped to nothing. Oh, I know what it is. It's because there's multiple dimensions. So it's doing the overworld, and then it goes to the nether, and it says, hey, there's no networks here. So it clears out the networks. And then that means these are empty, so they just stay cleared. I think that's what's happening. I think. Because if I look at the MBT here, well, in fact, if I look at can I look at registries? No. Actually, I can just look at where this was called, can't I? Let's get to here. So this was called here, which was called here. Well, I call networks.clear so that it gets rid of the old network. Because otherwise you could have invalid network. But anyways, this is the server world. How do I find what dimension it is? Yeah, look, here you go. It's the nether. So what I'm gonna do for now is I'm literally just gonna say if server world dot dimension is not equal dimension type is that not okay, that's not actually, it's not actually a dimension. We're being lied to. I can get like the registry key, can't I? So if it's not equal to registry, no, what is it? It's is there like world? Here we go, world.overworld. So if it's not the overworld, then we just return. We'll just do that. And I will add a to-do. Remove when networks are dimension sensitive. And if I do that, and then I'll save and quit. Oh, actually, saving and quitting is gonna eat them all. Probably shouldn't have done that. Let's go back in then. Did I breakpoint? Did I hot swap this? I don't know that I did. Let's do that. Sure, we'll do that one too, just for the sake of it. And then that still does its thing. If I save and quit and load back in, hopefully, yeah, there you go. Now they save. Now they save. Nice. So that. Oh, hello. This should not be. Well, good job. We're moving on to this next, hey, because this is this needs fixing. But yeah, this was the next thing that we do need to actually move on to, and this is where the math comes into play. So yeah. So, oh, hello. The inventory is not right either. Let me quickly go ahead and fix that then. So the clarifier screen handler, I'm just going to copy this. It's just the Y position that are wrong. So that'll be player inv, hot swap that, and nice, those are now at the right. The inventory Y is also wrong, but that's trivial to fix. So here, 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 and I'll just copy this to be that. And that's fixed too. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, so that is like that. So why is this not correctly in the right place? I thought this would be in the correct place, but apparently not. So let's come into here. Fluid height is fluid progress, so it's the amount over... Yeah, that's wrong. This needs to be bucket times 5. No? Does it need to be like that? Maybe. I think so. Okay, fantastic. So let me just put some more stuff in here so that we don't have to run out of lava. There's definitely something wrong with this inventory. I'm going to have to fix that at some point because it's very weird. But anyways, that will give us some more lava to go in here, hopefully, if anything. Not sure that anything went in there. There we go. I should probably make these all faster for debugging, hey? Because very slow. Okay, so that's now 2000. Is that going higher? I think so. So, Basti, the math that needs to be done here is this needs to be filled based on like this. So okay, maybe there's no math to be done here, right? No, there definitely is math here actually, because yeah. So I need to somehow do that. What the hell? What the hell is going on here? Vertically, yes. Yeah, it needs to go up like that. So, what I will do is I will say, oh, actually, let me just test this real quick. That's not right. Why has that capped out like that? I don't know. It was meant to come up to the top. It doesn't seem to do that anymore. When it gets down here, it's still, yeah, okay. Interesting. I don't know why it doesn't do that anymore. Maybe this needs to be plus 0.75 or something. 0.6, maybe. I thought 0.5 would make sense, though. We can't just change the test. Well, why not? Okay, fine. I won't change the testing. I also really need to fix the sprite rendering at some point so it doesn't stretch anymore. I literally have code that tiles it and I'm not using it. Anyways, this output here. So what I can do is I can say, sure, we'll render the top face only. So let's create a method. Let's create a private void render input. Sure. Which will do that. So that just needs to take in the thing. Is those? Yes, that's correct. So let's just render input fluid. Okay. And then we're going to render the output fluid as well. Which is not going to be this though. So it's going to be get output fluid tank, that's fine. Going to get the fluid resource, that's fine. That's fine. The height is going to be more complicated though, because we want it to start here. Now the controller, I think, is this block here. If I do this, I don't really know how I can see because it's going to be hard to actually get a look at it. Let me do this. I think it's this one, but I can't see. Maybe if I go inside of it. Yeah, so it's this one right here. So in theory, I should just be able to start it at -1 plus 2/16. I think. So what is that? That is -0.875. I can't hot swap, of course. The Z1 is 0.5. That's not correct. So I don't actually need the size here. Because I can calculate the size. So the size is going to be basically this to this. But I could just count pixels down here, couldn't I? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is going to be 6/16. So it will be negative that, positive that, and I think this is going to be -0.5 and like 1.5, I think. It's going to be something like that anyways. And then, yeah, let's try and test that. So we'll have to restart, of course. Also, the music stopped. Why did no one tell me? Okay. Let's wait for the game to load back up. And we shall see. This might, I mean, it won't be perfect, but it might get somewhat correct. I mean, I will actually have to times this fluid progress by the height. So I'll do that as well. But I really need to be in the game to be able to do that. So I am seeing that this is done. Oh, there it is. There it is. So yeah, because I've done this wrong. So that needs to be that. And then this needs to be 0.5. Sorry, negative 0.5. Okay, and then, yeah, so then it needs to do the height. So how am I going to do this? So I know that it's 2 up. And then it goes, what, up to here? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think it goes up to this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 8 high. So... oh, that just means that we times by 0.5. If that's correct. That's not correct. Interesting. Let's set the fluid progress to be like 0.25. Okay. So the actual y is wrong. So this is wrong. So does this need to be... so that's at -1. So it needs to be -1 0.5. Oh wait, no, because that's at 0.25. So it needs to be -1 0.25. Is that correct? So then if I put this back, that's at the top. Okay, and I just need to -1 from here. So this needs to be that. Correct. And then getting the back is going to be kind of difficult. I think that's correct, though, actually. I think that's exactly where it should be. So if I change this to there, that should work, right? No. Is something wrong with this? Is this not correct? Because if I set the progress to 0... oh, yeah, if I set the progress to 0, that's not right. -0.1... oh, you might be right, actually. It is not that. It's the other way around. It's, that? What did I just do? Okay, not that. Where is it? How do I... there you go. It's one more up. So 1.5... no, -1.5 plus, I think, plus 1/16. I think it's negative 4375. Yeah, there you go. Negative. No? No. It's not. Let's try again. So, negative 1.4375 plus 1 over 16 is 375. Isn't that what we had before? I don't know. Whatever. That works. So now, if I do... this... it should go between the bottom and the top. Definitely does the bottom. I think it did the top. I think it went just to the top. I think that's fine. Is it going far enough back? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, good. Okay, perfect. So now I just need to do the front face as well. So I need to do this dot fluid renderer. And I actually don't have a way to draw a specific face. Or at least I do, but like the methods are private. So I need to make these public. Public, and is there another one? So I think I want to render. Did that not make them public? Am I crazy? They're literally public. Wait, no, not those. Yeah, this one. Draw tiled XY quad. Ah, because it's draw. What? Draw. Oh, there you go. Now it's being weird. Draw tiled XY quad, I believe. What does that take in? So it takes in the... Oh, I can't really do that. I mean, I can, but that means I have to... that means I have to actually just get the sprite and the color in here. That's not ideal. I don't really want to do that. Let's do public void draw. Public void draw tiled XY quad only. Is that gonna know? Copilot gonna know what I mean by that? No, not quite. But I want a fluid variant. Maybe if I tell it I need a fluid variant, it will know. That gets the sprite. I mean, it's kind of correct. It's just it needs the other stuff. It needs basically all of this. And the matrices dot pop button. So I'll take basically all of this. And I'll come into here. And I will just edit this to take in what it needs to take in. That's not correct. Why is it doing this? Hello? What? Okay. IntelliJ's being weird. Thank you, IntelliJ, for being weird. It takes in the fluid variant, which is it's nullable, but that doesn't. Is that correct? No. Oh my god. How is Copilot actually this incompetent? Right. I need... Oh my god, stop. I need the sprite, first of all, which is this one. And then I need the color, which is actually the fluid color. Okay. So now I just need the color and the color mode. So I will do int color and color mode, and then I will also create an overload like this, which does the exact same thing, but it does the color for me because I don't need to take in the color in this scenario. So now if I do that, 4 and 4, why? Don't need those. So this will draw the front face, but this isn't going to draw the front face doing that. So I have to figure that out. What have you sent me in Discord, Basti? Ah, you know Minecraft has that, right? Helper dot map. Yeah, this. Yeah, this one. Fancy. Yeah. Should I restart? I should probably restart the game because I need to test this. So let's do that. What do you mean use it? I am using it. Well, no, I'm not using it, but I don't need to use it for anything. This can also go now, right? I don't think it would make my magic numbers any more reasonable. The only magic numbers it would help with is this one. And this is only to debug it. Okay, do we think this has worked or not? Why is it still doing that, by the way? I thought I disabled that. I definitely have it commented out. Why? Sorry, what? Is it not hot swapped? Where's it gone? Hello? Where is it gone? Is it inside of here? It is. Okay. So let's set the fluid progress to be 0.5. And yeah, that's fine. So I'll do that. Okay. So I need to draw this front face. So we're going to start at negative 375. That's fine. The Y is going to be there. That's fine. The Z is going to be yeah, that's fine. That's fine. 375, that's fine. Is this rotated? I don't think it is it? Where am I facing? I'm facing north, so no, it's not rotated. This might need to be rotated. I might need to do matrices.push, matrices.multiply, rotation axis dot positive y, rotation degrees 180. Maybe? No. Interesting. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go inside. And I'm gonna see if there's any faces drawn anywhere. Oh, here it is. Found it. So, yes, because this needs to be negative 0.5. Like that. Where's that put it? Where's that put it? Oh, here it is. So this needs to then be 0.5, 0.5. Not quite. It is also the wrong way around. So I think this needs to be there, and then this needs to be there. Will that flip that? I'm not sure that's done anything. To be honest, I actually don't think that's done literally anything. Now it's literally just gone. Okay. So it's here. So do these need to be 1? Yeah, I think what it needs to be is this value here. Yeah. And then let's do matrices.push. Do matrices.multiply. And rotation axis dot y positive. Well, it doesn't really matter if it's positive or negative, but oh my god, why can I not type positive y? There you go. 180. And matrices.pop. And hopefully it's now gone. Does it need to be negative now? It does. There you go. Nice. So that's now drawn that front face. It looks a bit weird, I'll be honest, but it's also, oh yeah, because that's at 0.5, right? So if I just remove the 0.5, then there you go. Won't the water spill out? Well, yes, it should, but it doesn't. So, you know, by the power of magic. Yeah, also this isn't at the top. This should be at the top, and I don't know why it's not at the top. Fluid height. So it does this, plus fluid progress. Let's just shout fluid progress. So that is 1, which is kind of as expected. So why is it doing this? Height 0.625 plus fluid progress. Do I need to times this by something or something? No, I need to do I need to add something? No. You times it, don't you? Why is my brain unmapped? Okay, how much higher up does it need to go? It needs to go one... That's actually really hard to tell. I think it needs to go up like 3 pixels. So does that mean I need to times by 3/16? I don't think that's how it works. I think I'm being an idiot. Do I need to divide by 3/16? Definitely not. Yeah, definitely not. I assume that's made it, yeah, all the way up here. Do I need to divide by 3? No. Do I need to times by 3? No. 1 plus 3/16? Oh, yes, you're right. I didn't think about that. There you go. 3/16 is actually too high. It's 2/16, but I was close. That's also too big. It's too big? I didn't realize it was too big. Wait, they must not be the same. Oh my god, it's not symmetrical, is it? Don't tell me it's not symmetrical. Okay, we're just gonna ignore it. We're just gonna ignore it. No one will ever know. No one's gonna count the pixels. It's fine. No one ever knows. Nice. Okay, so that pretty much works. I did want to have it so the items come out down here. Like as if this is like a conveyor belt. I don't really know how to do that, to be honest. Maybe... Well, I guess it should just use the progress time. Would make the most sense. So... Yeah, I'm going to want to push the matrices. So we're going to get the... item stack. So what we'll say... Okay, actually first we'll get the progress. Not... Let's make a method. So that I can do this in peace without all this distraction from the fluid stuff. So we're going to have a render output item, which is going to take in the block entity, going to take in the tick delta. Well, actually, it probably doesn't need the tick delta. So we'll just take in the matrix stack matrices. We'll have the vertex consumer provider vertices. And then what else is that put in there? The light and the overlay. Sure, that's fine. So we will get the output inventory, which is a simple inventory for all we care. This we're not going to do right this second. I'm going to say this.context.get item renderer, and we're going to say actually we don't need the storage, we just need the item, right? So the item that's going to be output, and that's actually going to give us a massive problem, because that means we need the recipe, and recipes are no longer synced with the client. Thank you, Mojang. So this is actually going to be a massive pain in the butt. I think the best way to do this is probably just to have it stored as a temporary variable. So like a private item stack, next output item stack. Used for rendering. Yes, thank you, Copilot. I don't know how you knew that, but I'll take it. So yeah, like basically anywhere where it returns. So how do we do this? So like here, this dot next output item stack will be item stack.empty. Same here, same here. Basically, you just need to put this anywhere where we have a return. There as well. Not there, but there. This actually only needs to go here. And this... that doesn't even need to be there, really. And neither does that one, because it will never get to those anyways. So that's fine. Just the output item stack is empty. And then all we need to say here, when the progress is incremented, is that this.next item stack is equal recipe.craft, which will take in the input. And can I not just do the world? Okay. That's fine. Okay. Then all I need to do is just sync that. So I need to say if not this dot next output item stack dot is empty. Then I'm going to do that. And then down here, we do that. And then I just need actually a getter for that as well. Which I'll put here. Get output item stack. And I also need a public int get progress and a public int get max progress. So then we can grab the int progress equal block entity.get progress, int max progress equal block entity.get max progress. And then we also want the item stack, so let's grab item stack next output. What did I call it? Get output item. Sure. That's kind of a weird name though. I would say get next output items. Oh, because it's done that, that's why. Okay. So then we do that. So stack, model transformation mode, light overlay, matrices, vertex consumers. Then it wants the world, so that's going to be looking at the world. And then the seed will just put 0. Sure, we'll do that. And we'll try and see if this gets us kind of what we want. It should just get an item rendering. It's not going to render correctly. It will just render it. And then we can render it correctly after. Okay. So this is actually only going to happen if it's processing. So let's grab some fluid pipe. Oh. This is rotated the wrong. Okay. There we go. So I need to fix that at some point, but not right now. So this doesn't have enough stuff because this doesn't have enough stuff. So let's grab some to put in there. We need 3 stacks. So that's so weird. There's something horrendously wrong with this, for sure. Okay. So when that's processing, we should get an item rendered in the middle here, in theory. Music's loud. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's processing. I can't see an item. I wasn't looking. It will be about here somewhere when it happens. I can't see it anywhere. Oh. God. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Let's wait again. Do you still want to do the physics engine in the mixer? I think I might at some point, yes. But I don't really think it can be a priority. Even though it would be cool, it's not like yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set this to something for now. So I'm gonna say it's equal to a new item stack of item dot. We'll go with cobblestone just because that's what it is. Actually, I should probably do a default stack. There we go. And let's just say we'll only do this. That. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So that will get us the item stack constantly rendered. Yeah, good. So now I can actually go ahead and position it. I'm going to move this over here. And let's get rid of chat so that when I have that open, I don't have to see all of chat. So there you go. So let's do matrices dot translate. We're gonna go 0, probably 0.5, yeah, and then 0. Should move it down. Yes, which is weird because, yeah, it's weird, but it is what it is. So if we want it to come basically through this gap here. It also needs to be scaled. So let's do matrices dot. I think we need to scale it first. We'll do 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Maybe we'll scale it afterwards. Where's it gone? Okay, now it's down there. That's not ideal. We'll do 0.5. Okay, so that's there. Okay, so we're gonna want to go 0.75 down, probably. Not quite, so we'll go in between 0.75 and 0.5. So we're gonna go what, 6.25. Okay, good. 0.5 is actually still too big though, so we'll go maybe 3.25. I'll try and keep some like roundish numbers as much as possible. Oh god. Oh god. Moving too fast. Okay. So. Too much gap. So we'll go 6.5. What is it? 6.75? I think so, yes. That is pretty much perfect, actually. So then all we want to do is we just want to have it basically move this way. Why is it called matrices? Because it is the matrices. I don't know what to tell you. No, it's a stack of matrix. So it's the matrices. So I need to kind of mimic the progress here. I'll say the max progress is 200. And then here I want to... Okay, fine, you're not Basti, fine. I'm going to use your silly little lerp function that you want me to use. So we're going to go map helper dot map. Okay, what are all these numbers? I think I don't think I want that. I think I want it to just be lerp. Do I not? I just need it to move between 0 and 100. No, 0 and 200. So I think I need to use lerp. So I do need that ticked out. God. I think I actually do need the tick delta. Your input range is 0 to 1, you can use lerp. Well, my input range is not... Oh no, it will be 0 to 1, I guess. Actually, no, it won't. Okay, fine. So we'll use block entity dot world dot time modulus 200. What the? Is that right? Required type int provided float. Yeah. Can I map to an int? No. Okay. We'll do that then. It does not like that. Oh, never mind. That's just because I haven't done anything. So then we'll say float item progress. And then we will say, so we want to move it basically by item progress. Kind of. It needs to go a little bit further. So how do I make it go further? I need to... How do I make the other one go further? I timesed it by 1 plus a number. So times by 1 plus... what do you mean you use the map function for nothing? I used it to get... Oh. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, ignore that. Do I need to even cast that to an int? I don't, do I? I do? Oh, because it's a long. But I technically need to cast that. Sure. Okay, so I want to do 1 plus 0.5, is that right? So that gets it to... Yes, but not quite 0.5. So I want like 4.375. Yeah. I think so. It's actually still a little bit too far. So I think that's because it's scaled down. So it needs to be minus, definitely not minus 0.5. What the frick? Make that depend on the scale. Yeah, well, I don't know how to do that, Basti. Is it minus this divided by 2? I don't know. Definitely not. That's made it go... That's not going to reach it. Yeah. Divide 4? No. Just adjust the first term, but the first term's correct. This one's correct, because this should be 1.5, I think. Because if it's from the center... Also, this isn't... It's not starting at the center anymore, is it? What I'm realizing. It should be starting here, but it's no longer starting there. It was before you added scale divided by 2. Before I added this? Why would that make it different? Oh, before I added this? I think I need to do this the other way around, don't I? I think I need to scale it and then translate it. Is that right? Maybe not. Because that means I would have to scale everything up by this, wouldn't I? I shouldn't have to use the scale in this calculation because the scale should make it scale, you know? What does Copilot want to do? Copilot wants to do that. That's not what I want to do. Oh, what did I just do? I pressed the button. I don't know what button I pressed. Definitely not Copilot. Definitely not. I don't think that's right. No, that's not right. Okay, in fact, this isn't even going to help because I do need to make it actually like go down the ramp. And so I don't think this a scale 0.5 you wouldn't want to move it just one block. A scale 1 you move it 2 blocks. At scale 0.5 you wouldn't want to move it one block. Right. But we're not at scale 0.5. We're at scale 3.25. Okay, what I want, Basti, right? I want it to start in the middle, right? And then I want it to come over to here. And then I want it to come down the slope, down to here. That's what I want it to do. And it should do that over the time of the progress. That's perfect to use a map? How? How though? Because, oh, I think I see. So I map the progress, which is between 0 and 1, to a value between here and here, right? How long this is? Let's actually open Blockbench, because I think it will help. I'm going to put it on my other monitor, though, because we don't need it. The progress is less than 0.3. Map progress 0 to 0.3 or x and x. Right, but this won't work with scaling, right? That's kind of the problem. Also, the y is not correct. Is what I'm realizing. Because it's actually slightly too far down. Because I think I need to do 0.5 plus 2 over 16. No, 3 over 6. Which is actually this number. Oh, other way around. Is it 625? The other one, right? That's too far. How is that too far? What? Oh, because it's times. Oh, because it's scaled. Okay, maybe I need to matrix.trans. I think I need to translate it to the. And then not do that. Okay, never mind. It's already in the middle. So don't do that. That's what I'm saying. You need to adjust your translation based on scale divided by 2. Right. Okay. Let me do this. I'm gonna just look in quick. So this has a width of 40. 15, 16. Okay, so between here, you can't see where my mouse is. Can you? Yes, you can. So between here and here is going to be 14 over 16, right? Because that's 14, it's 14 pixels. So, yeah, so that's 14. And then this bit right here, this center bit is, I think it's exactly one block. Yes, it is exactly one block. So here to here is 16 pixels. and here to here is 16 pixels. So that means it should be 8 pixels this way and 14 pixels from here to here. So that means that it's 8 pixels to here, then 3 pixels here. So it's 11 on a straight, right? So float first stretch equal 11 over 16. And then the second stretch, so the ramp's going to be different though, right? The ramp is 14 pixels long in terms of like the actual length, but it's not actually going to be that, is it? Because it's at an angle. So okay, well, if this is 14 pixels from here to here, we can minus 3 up here, minus 3 down here. So 14 minus 6, so this ramp is 8 pixels long, I think. So float ramp breadth is equal 8 over 16. That's just 0.5, but 8 over 16. So then float final stretch is equal 3 over 16. Okay, now Basti. Now that you know this information, you can do the math, yes? Is that what you needed? So if I have the progress, right? So then this is the progress here. Let me just check what you... Fine. So yeah, so basically if the progress is right, but that would be the actual... is it better to do this or better to do... Hmm. Hmm. So item progress? Okay. Sure. I don't think it really makes a difference, to be honest, but sure. So no. What the fuck? Well, I'm curious what this does, to be fair, but that's not gonna... Oh, I see. That's just copied what I had before. Alright. Okay. So if item progress is less than like 0.3, well, I guess actually if it's less than like 0.5, what does this do? What? What was that done? Why? Why? Should this not be like that? No, definitely not. Okay, I don't know what this has done, so I'm not gonna use Copilot for this, because it's not gonna be able to figure. Let me put it back to like that. Although it's still being weird, but anyways, so this is what actually renders the item. So we need this, and we need this, and we need this. So this is like the minimum requirement. The Y is still wrong. The Y still continues to be wrong. So that's going to be then so basically oops. Doing some quick math. So I think then it's plus that. That is that. So in theory, bam! Never mind. Thought I had it. Damn. I mean, I could just try it until I get it, but like that's not ideal. I think it's because when it draws it, like without any scale, it's not 1 by 1 is the problem. Like this isn't, this is massive, by the way. I feel like this is massive. I guess it's not that big, but like, yeah. Okay, let me maybe do ground. So I want to do like 0.5. Yeah, see, if I do 0.5, it doesn't put it here. Although it is an exact number of pixels down, isn't it? So this is exactly 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I do plus 4/16, that will actually put it. Oh, never mind. Negative 4/6. What? Ow. What? What? Oh, because it's because it's scaled. It's scaled. And I don't know what it's scaled by. Because this isn't fucking that many pixels. That's why. So I can't do that. Like if I have it this size, right? This is not 16 pixels across. I don't scale it. The transformation scales it. And you can't get rid of that. Oh, you can do none. I don't know what that does. Oh, that makes it... I see. Okay. What if I do this, then? And then I do this. And then I get rid of that. So that's now quarter of the size. That's still too big, though, to be fair. But, like, if I do that... like that, maybe? Oh, that's... is that exactly half down? So if I plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8/16. So plus 0.5, but it's 0.5. Yeah, so plus 1.25. Is that correct? No, negative. Negative. Yay! Still too big. um, it's still too big. So this needs to be 1, 2, and then that makes this 0. 5, 1, 2, 5. Is that right? I think I did something wrong there. What was it before? It was no, this is I did that wrong. It's no, it's that. Yes, there you go. Okay. Okay, we're making progress, kind of, not really. Right, so then... Okay, fine, I'll make scale a variable. There. Scales. And then what's this? This is 0.2... No, 0.5 times scale, is that right? I think so. Right, so then put that in. What the fuck? It spikes my curiosity, so we're gonna try it. Where's it gone? Oh, it's going the wrong way. And it's also not right. Copilot really has no idea what it's doing, and it's kind of funny. It has less idea of what it's doing than I do. And I don't have much idea of what I'm doing. But anyways, I don't have time to do this tonight. I need to kind of end the stream. So if you would like to help me figure it out, Basti, then hit me up in DMs. And we can figure it out. Or that works too. Sure, I can push this and you can PR it. What have I done today? So, oh, well, I've rewritten the entire pipe networks. Rewrite pipe network. Plus some clarifier. Is that gonna be? Yes, just fits. Okay, code is pushed. And that is going to be it for this stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will stream again soon. I don't know when. I'll probably stream again soon anyways. And yeah, I will see you all in the next stream. Goodbye.